This time on Highway Thru Hell.
Quite the ride.
A spectacular crash
Wow, there's a lot of money.
has Big John
Hold on!
fighting to save an exotic load. A wayward trucker
Oh, God.
steams up Gord's plan.
Ay, ay, ay.
And a mountain mission
Just about there.
is an extreme reunion
I think he's calling it.
for Dylan and Ken.
Keep going, Dylan.
The coke doesn't look very good. Yeah, it's pretty bad up there, guys.
4 p.m. on BC's Coquihalla Highway.
I'm good meeting. Going back and home.
In the deep chill of winter,
Somebody said clearing's already there.
it's an unrelenting shift.
Started on that uphill side.
Requiring towing's Gord Boyd.
Oh, man. What a mess. I'm running on instinct and coffee.
They're all screwed up on this smasher.
His 16th call today.
I'm gonna grab this guy first because he is blocking traffic.
Is a driver
Roads like this, you still got morons like that.
who spun out changing lanes.
He's blocking 2 lanes. Just kills me.
I got stuck.
You're not supposed to be in that lane.
Oh, no?
The big sign at the bottom of the hill, no trucks left lane. I have got to get this guy out of here now. Okay, as soon as I lift off, you lift off. Give me all the power you can. You gotta help me. Right to the top of the hill. Okay, let's get this guy out of here.
Gord starts the pull. But the trucker can't get it straight.
He's got those wheels cranked all the way over to the left, making it harder for me to pull. Come on! Oh, God, these guys.
And then
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, we got more problems back there, don't we? Oh, man, he's steaming. Unbelievable.
Full lane is blocked.
And now you've blown a rad. Might as well be pulling a boat anchor up this hill.
Hopefully it's on the way by the time I get there.
Yeah.
It might be open now, I don't know.
on Snowshed Hill,
Unbelievable. Oh, yeah.
Gord's bid to clear a spun-out trucker
Keep your wheels straight.
I did, but...
No, you weren't. You had them turned to the left.
is evaporating.
And now you've blown a rad. He's not giving me any power. It's just dead weight. See what happened?
Just another day on the high road.
But with the setback,
I'm just gonna back up and pick you up and tow you to the top of the hill.
Gord sees a chance to take the unpredictable driver out of play.
I'm gonna take his front wheels right off the ground. That way he can't steer it. End of problem. You have another hose?
I'll check.
Well,
But
either way, I'll get you up top of the hill. You can get that fixed. That's a relatively minor problem.
With Gord's underlift in place,
Okay, hop in, release the brakes, put the transmission in high range. Okay?
the rejigged pull-up,
Now that I got a firm hold on them.
is on the move.
It's unusual, but using the underlift, you've got a fixed contact. This hill has claimed lots of rad hoses over the years. for this particular job, this is the way it's got to be.
Reaching the top,
Getting right up here, right where he's not blocking anybody.
Gord leaves the driver.
Gonna send a mechanic up to fix this for you?
I'm gonna check what hose is it.
Oh, okay.
With a plan.
Yeah, I'll get you right there. I can't take him down to get fixed. I can't leave the hill. I hope he gets going.
You guys been pretty good this year, that's for sure. Anybody know what you'd like this morning? That's beautiful.
250 miles away in the BC interior.
What's going on? What's the Golden?
Drivers on the Trans-Canada Highway
It was good when I was up there.
wind along the mountainous route.
It has huge drop-offs, steep corners. It's pretty treacherous.
I hear there's something going on east of Revelstoke.
Today, one transport
There's a mess down here.
has had an unlucky run.
Pretty bad.
Responding to the call in a 35-ton wrecker,
Have a look and see what we're up against.
Jamie Davis's longtime buddy and owner of Columbia Towing, Big John Kempman.
John and I have been friends for over 15 years. We've bought and sold trucks together, wheeled and dealed.
John is based out of Revelstoke, BC, a mountain town known for winter adventure.
It's quite a fun place. Skiing, ice climbing, trails, you name it, it's all here.
But the narrow highway that runs through it
Constantly changed.
The Albert Canyon Hill in any snowstorm is not a nice place to be.
is a different story.
Recoveries are quite challenging here. The only time that they don't go off the road is when the snowbanks are so high that they just pinball from side to side.
John arrives on scene.
It looks like you went for a hell of a ride.
To see this wreck
Quite the ride.
is far from pavement.
Tractor trailer's way down 100 feet, covered in snow.
Last night, the semi plunged over the edge, deep into the forest.
Everybody survived? Yep, amazingly.
Such a steep embankment. They're very lucky to be alive.
But the real surprise
It's got 3 small cars in there. We don't know what they are, but we're gonna find out.
is a text that reveals what's inside.
Wow, there's a lot of money.
Nearly $500,000 worth of high-end cars.
Doesn't take much to do $100,000 damage on one of these guys.
Never would have expected to get a trailer load of exotic cars.
That's gonna be a fun little recovery.
Man, this is gonna be something.
Near Revelstoke, BC,
Looks like there's something over the bank here.
Man, this is gonna be something to do.
Jamie's longtime friend, Big John,
There's a lot of money.
faces a recovery like no other.
Inside that trailer is very high-end cars. So it's not an everyday job.
To watch over the payload,
Were you saying you're gonna put the sling over?
a representative for the car's insurers,
We're gonna put a strap around the tail end of the trailer because that's where all the strength is.
Yeah.
is on site.
They're very expensive vehicles, so This is the utmost importance that we get this load out of here with very minimal damage.
He's going to be watching the whole time. A little more pressure than your average recovery.
On this high-profile job, John has called in a second heavy
Holy, look at that truck.
and his older brother, Jerry.
Oh, that's horrible.
For years, he was telling me what to do. But on a recovery job, you know, I'm always in charge.
It's a mess, man.
That truck's really mangled. And then you're kind of looking at how you're going to get it out.
Once we get it up here like this and leveled out, then we'll re-rig it.
Right?
Is there a tractor down there? Oh yeah, you can't even see the tractor.
John's best chance at bringing the cargo up smooth is attacking the trailer first.
We're going to have more control on pulling that trailer up without the tractor attached.
It's gonna be tough to even pull the pin on this one.
Down the bank,
You're going to ratchet the thing on.
I got it!
John's crew pulls the release mechanism.
All we can do is bring it up and try not to ruffle the feathers any more than they already are.
A specialized piece of equipment arrives to give the recovery a lift.
That would have been some ride, eh?
For Aussie turned local crane up, Lockie Burns,
Go easy on my first time, eh?
Yeah, I won't yell at you too much. How's that?
heavy rescue is a whole new world.
Never done this type of work. I'm anxious and keen to see how it goes.
With lines from the two Columbia Heavies rigged to the semi, the crane will steady the trailer as it's pivoted up the bank.
Okay, let's pull some line.
Lockie's crane truck, he can balance it enough that I'm able to bring that trailer around to a perfect 90-degree angle on the hill.
Are we ready? Okay.
Stand back.
Harnessing up to 80 feet of reach, the 20-ton crane
There she goes.
joins the two heavies.
Get Jerry to pull. I'm pulling. Gets a little tense sometimes.
It's a lot of cars. I mean, we really have to be careful.
They're coming around.
You want the thing to stay as vertical as it can for the whole recovery.
I'm gonna go a little more.
Inch by inch, the trailer
That's good. That's got her.
falls in line.
Okay. Well, that's a relief.
For the crucial first step, Lockie comes through.
He just kept that trailer up and down so it didn't go on its side.
So the crane part is done. Everything went smooth.
Tear her down.
10-4.
We're folding up the crane. We're gonna get him out of the way.
But the attempt to salvage the nearly $500,000 cargo is far from over.
We need to pull that trailer straight up the mountain and right between the two tow trucks.
Woohoo!
It's going to be quite a challenge.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Look at this.
250 miles west.
All right.
Cover an adventure.
Reliable towing supervisor Dylan Greenwood
Oh, I've never seen you out here.
rolls a secret weapon to an extreme assignment.
Nickname for the truck is Bruce Banner, the Hulk. It's green. It's got a temper.
Oh, my.
For decades, the M936 rotator recovered military equipment in punishing conditions.
It's built pretty heavy. It's a big beast.
But today,
Looking forward to deeper snow.
Let's go climbing.
Dylan has a mission that could push the off-road warrior to its breaking point.
The truck was stolen, and it was dumped up here in the mountains.
Days ago,
You're trying to find where it is? Or...
Yeah.
Reliable was called about a vehicle far up a remote logging road.
We're gonna go about 9 kilometers up. Yeah, the road's getting pretty icy.
But in the days that followed, heavy snowfall blanketed the terrain.
It's definitely more of a challenge for my crew. The mountains in that area have severe winter conditions.
Along for the ride,
That's good.
for the first time since Dylan moved to Team Reliable,
We got some snow anyway here, eh?
is none other than his former boss,
Do we climb very much going in, did he say?
They think 500 meters.
recovery legend Ken DePerrin.
Haven't seen him for a long time. Just curious how Dylan has grown.
For years,
Okay, that's why we put a strap over it. Then we'll have full control, right?
Yeah.
Dylan worked for Mission Towing
There you go. You got her?
under Ken's mentorship. And the two
Drive the truck for Grandpa. There you go. Drive that truck. Doot, doot.
share a much deeper bond.
Dylan isn't only an old driver, he's also my son-in-law.
We have family dinners and stuff together, but it's been pretty long since we've been working on a job.
But the reunion will be a war against the elements. To reach their target, the military truck will face an elevation climb of hundreds of feet. The terrain will get more grueling as they go.
We're talking some steep terrain. We're gonna take this thing to its limits.
You don't want to go up there. There was snow over here yesterday.
95 miles south of Merritt,
We're gonna go find a truck today.
an extreme call to duty for Reliable's military rotator.
Pretty excited to go out and work with that military truck.
Has brought Ken and Dylan together for the first time this winter.
With Reliable buying out Mission Towing, it's good to work with some familiar faces.
Also along for the Backroad adventure,
Sit on my side, Craig.
Mission Towing's Craig Hookey.
You never should go with just one vehicle because you just don't know what you're going to come up against.
All right, we're ready to go. Let's get out of here. It'll be a fun job.
The vehicle they've come for.
The customer really wants it out, and this is the perfect job to test out the 6x6.
Is a 6-mile climb up an abandoned logging road.
This was created to get to the timber. This is a pretty nasty Forest Service road.
1 mile up,
Tree in the middle of the road.
it's clear nature has taken over.
Big tree in the way.
The Green Giant,
Yeah, I'm not gonna fit underneath it.
13 feet tall, is at a standstill. But Craig's ride
Show off.
has room to spare.
That's why you never go alone, right? Always go with backup.
Dylan, you want to comment?
Craig throws Dylan
I got her.
a rugged lifeline.
I bring the muscle.
Anytime you go in the bush, you have to be prepared. You never know what you're going to come across.
Boy, that broke good, eh?
The hurdle is cut down to size.
Dylan, we're gonna pull it with the Jeep.
Ken jumps in.
Easiest way to do it.
Just pulling it back with Craig's truck so we could carry on.
Out of the way of the line, you guys. That worked really good, yes.
We got lots of room now.
It's a good thing I'm here.
Let's go get her done.
But the felled tree was the easy part. As the military truck climbs, the gravel completely disappears.
The elevation change is pretty drastic.
It's getting deeper here, eh?
I'm anxious to see what it's really going to do.
But even with mighty tread,
Being a 6x6, it's got 6-wheel drive, 54-inch military tires.
conditions are rough.
Spin out of there and stop.
I spun out. What's it doing?
Real heavy, compact snow, so it's digging into it.
Wow. Well, Dylan, what do you think?
I'm just concerned if I keep on chewing up here and I break a chain, we're in some trouble.
Yeah.
We're out here in the middle of nowhere. If we do break something, we're in a world of hurt.
They're working on it.
To the east,
Looks like they might be pulling that truck out of the ditch there.
on the Trans-Canada Highway, Columbia's two heavies are lined up
We're gonna have one pull from each side.
to take on a trailer loaded with exotic cars.
I'm concerned about the cargo. If any of the rigging failed, it could be catastrophic.
Last night, the transport nosedived off the highway. Now John's team
For our next trick,
is 3 hours into the job.
pull the part that's stuck, not the part that's not stuck. We're gonna put this strap around the nose of the trailer, and we're gonna pull on the nose.
With 2 lines from the heavies to the back of the trailer and a strap to cradle the front, they'll try to coax the flimsy unit up the steep slope.
You always want to pull in at least 2 different spots, not one spot, because you'll just tear that thing apart.
Jumping to the rig up
Where's that mountain goat Max?
He's down the hill.
is John's 18-year-old nephew, Max.
Having Max on a recovery job like this, he's so physically fit and very keen.
Here, Max. I'm gonna hand it off to you right here.
With John's older brother, Jerry, helping,
My son, you can point him in a direction and he does a good job.
Yeah, I'm hooked.
John stays topside.
I want to get down there, Uncle John. I'd rather me running up and down the hills than my Uncle John running up and down the hills. Do we want to tighten this one, Uncle?
Yeah.
Sounds good, Uncle John.
With the rigging set, The two brothers
You ready? Yep.
load up for the fight.
Pull!
Brother Jerry and I, we've been yelling at each other all our lives.
Just watch, right?
Seems to work well.
I'm careful and observant because you want to be right in sync.
Slow and steady, interdone.
But moments later,
They're right on the edge there.
on the Trans-Canada Highway, a fragile trailer of exotic cars has Columbia towing in a crunch.
We need to handle this load with kids' gloves and have respect for those vehicles in there.
But the unit
Hold that!
is on the verge of collapse.
Starting to crush in the front of the trailer.
Now what? Now what? Reevaluate. Bring the chain around, okay?
We're changing the message.
2 chains. Okay.
We're gonna go to chains.
With the strap de-rigged
Underneath on the 5th wheel plate.
and new iron in place,
So yeah, Max, looks like this is gonna work.
Nice, Dad.
Yeah.
the Columbia team
Wind her up a bit.
tries again.
The bank is more than a 45-degree angle, but both wreckers, they're very powerful.
But suddenly,
Holy, what's going on? Oh!
John's most powerful wrecker
We've blown a hydraulic line on the 50-ton. See it? That's not water.
is out of the game.
It's like, oh man, what am I gonna do now?
I hope we don't have to abandon mission.
No way of getting around that.
Don't go in there.
To the west,
It's pretty greasy to me.
it's 2 hours into Dylan and Ken's extreme backroad reunion.
This is the first job that Ken's come out and gave me a hand since I switched over to reliable towing.
But Reliable's military rotator has come to a stop.
It doesn't want to grab, it starts breaking traction. But I'm just concerned if I keep on chewing up here and I break a chain.
Yeah. Now the snow is getting really, really deep.
That's not even the road.
I'm hoping we make it up.
Hunting a stolen pickup abandoned before the snowfall.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dylan is just a few miles shy of his target.
So far, the 6x6 is exceeding my expectations.
You're almost at the top of this hill, Dylan.
I don't know of a tow truck that'll be able to get any farther.
We'll be able to get her going. I'll keep packing. You can see if I can get to the top.
Don't worry, Dylan, we got faith in you, buddy.
Faith will get me up the hill.
I'm gonna go in front of you and watch you come over the edge.
Dylan backs up to take another run.
So he makes it up here, he's probably got her made.
Dylan's doing a good job. You can tell he's been driving this truck before. It's in good hands.
Oh, just about there. He's making her, he's making her.
This time, the military truck
It's quite a beast. Pretty exciting to see something like that.
powers through.
Perfect. It's going good now.
When in doubt, throttle out.
The reliable mission team has made it 4 miles up the abandoned logging road.
Okay, jump in.
Veteran Ken
He's gonna try just go ahead easy.
hops in to scout the road
Hold on.
that's virtually disappeared.
I've worked with military wreckers, but I've never worked out in deep snow with them. It's a total different deal.
This is a bad hill.
Yeah, this one's tough.
A younger version of myself would have called it quits, but over my years and experience, it's getting there. I've sort of learned where you can push to.
But the steepest hill still lies ahead.
I'm gonna get into a bad spot.
The snow here is getting so deep, it's getting very tough going.
We don't want to push the army truck too crazy. I'm getting a little nervous.
I think he's calling it. I don't know.
I'm just finding him tracking around the corner, and it's gonna be even worse.
But Dylan
I can try to back up to it, see how she does.
is determined to press on.
That's what I was thinking. With the weight in the front, might give you a little bit more push.
Rallying the military truck to power the lighter end up first.
Perfect.
Trying it the other way around might make a difference. Just change the weight around a little bit.
Doing good so far.
And see what happens. I don't want to give up.
Hey!
If we just get over this hill, then we're home free.
It's got the weight to push it at the engine and everything. She's working. Keep going, Dylan. Keep going.
We don't call that hill easy for nothing.
High in the mountains,
Hey!
Dylan and Reliable's Green Giant
Keep going, Dylan. Keep going.
are in an epic backroad showdown.
About 2 kilometers away from a stolen pickup.
Yeah.
Definitely the deepest snow we've approached so far.
Well, we were doing good there for a little bit, but she's coming to a halt, I think.
It's a pretty good hill to get up this one.
Were you getting any further that time, do you think?
Really?
This one might be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
See what we're getting up against. Let's have a look.
But Ken has a hunch.
There might be a cross ditch there.
Pardon?
A cross ditch?
There's a hidden problem.
Let's look how deep that is. I can stand in that hole. That is pretty amazing.
Underneath the white,
There's how deep this snow is.
on deactivated logging roads, trenches are dug to keep nature at bay.
They put cross ditches in so the water runs off, doesn't wash out the roads. The wrecker wheels won't climb over it.
That's a deep hole.
I've tried every different gear. I've tried different paths.
Call in or quits?
If I get any farther in here, all of a sudden I'm down for the count.
You're gonna end up breaking something. Smartest thing is to call her quits for sure.
But as supervisor, the final call is Dylan's alone.
You got to understand how things work and where the breaking points of equipment is.
Not worth it. Yeah, well, we gave her a try. Can't say we didn't.
Dylan decides to stand down.
Want to know when to pull them before we break something.
Putting Reliable's military wrecker above the mission of the day.
Dylan has grown a lot since I've met him. I like to have people that I can count on to make a good decision.
Who said we didn't win? We didn't break anything, so we still won.
And though they didn't reach their destination,
that's true. It's a win-win, no matter what.
The journey was one for the books.
It was good working with Dylan again. I missed him. I was really impressed.
Know when to quit.
Yes, exactly. Let's get out of here.
Brings back good memories. You know, pretty happy for that.
It's my job. I have to get it out. We'll come back in the summer and come out with the prize in the end.
On the Trans-Canada Highway, a trailer full of exotic cars
I didn't expect anything to go wrong, but it happens.
has Columbia Towing stalled after a heavy breakdown.
One of my pieces of equipment had failed. So, yeah, what do we do now?
Big John reaches out for backup.
Call in my competition, which is actually a ally.
To the east, at Jamie Davis's Golden Base,
Hey, John, what's happening, man?
is operator Rick Wood.
You've got to be able to rely on your network of friends and people in the industry.
Golden's lead driver
The rat?
launches to the wreck.
Highway Thru Hell, Jamie Davis.
Faster I get to the scene, quicker we can get the wreck out of the ditch.
For the last 2 winters,
That should be good. Wow.
Rick has held down the fort.
Just watch that, don't let go. Hey! Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it!
At Jamie's eastern BC base.
Perfect.
You know, Rick's really experienced. Rick knows his stuff.
Just working out easy. I'm enjoying the recovery work. Jamie's trusting me when he's not around.
1 lane alternating.
Today,
Here he comes.
Rick will make or break the battle
Poor driver that was in that truck went for a ride of his life.
to salvage a nearly $500,000 load.
45 minutes and Rick's here already.
Good enough. Thanks for coming.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This trailer recovery is a very big deal. It's loaded with high-end cars.
I'm pretty sure these are all pre-sold.
We don't want to cause any more damage than it already is.
HR 126 is in position,
Got the bottom one all connected nice.
and the lines are laid.
Everything's got to be right, put on properly.
But to land the trailer, the 2 heavies
I'm going up. Okay, we ready to pull together?
Okay.
need to take up all the blacktop.
Highway 1 is one of the most important highways there is out here.
The whole road is shut down now.
And it backs up fairly quick.
Who knows for how long?
The winch lines tighten.
Oh yeah, baby.
The fragile unit
Oh yeah.
begins to crawl up the steep slope.
Got to work together. We want to get the trailer back up on its wheels so the cars are on their wheels.
But Rick's iron has only half the power of the heavy it replaced.
I'm kind of limited to the truck that I have. It's only a 25-ton record.
Hold it! Stop pulling on that one. Just pull on your lower line now.
We're hearing all kinds of strange noises coming from the trailer.
Hold it! Hold it!
The road's shut down.
On the Trans-Canada Highway,
Wow, that's quite the recovery going on there.
the final push to save a trailer loaded with exotic cars.
Be as careful as I can to get them out as most undamaged as possible.
Is at the make or break point.
Hold it! Just pull on your lower line now.
You don't know whether the front end's going to give loose and these cars are going to go out on the ground.
Called in for backup.
I'm maxed out. I can't pull anymore.
Rick's 25-ton wrecker has done all it can.
Looks like they got the trailer back on the road.
It's up to John to finish the job.
Stand clear. It's time for the Trans-Canada trailer spin.
John's been doing this for a few decades. You can count on him to do whatever it takes to get this highway open.
With the trailer off to the side,
Oh yeah.
Everything looks good.
the highway can flow again.
It's open now. Traffic's moving.
Right on. Thanks, buddy.
But the big question is the condition
Wayne, what do you think if we have a look at the cargo?
Yeah, let's have a look.
of the nearly $500,000 load.
We're just all kind of curious.
This is the moment of truth.
You gotta have a view at this thing.
Wow.
Everything doesn't look too bad.
Let's have a look at the next one.
It's mostly just scratches in the paint sort of thing.
With only minor damage to report.
They didn't go up on the roof and on their side. They're repairable. That's the main thing.
The rep for the car's insurers can call it a day.
He was quite happy with the way that this recovery is going.
But the major job
Wow. I haven't seen a truck that far down a bank since I've been out here.
is only half done.
There's a lot more work to do, but it's getting dark. We're going to recover the tractor tomorrow.
Well, let's pack it up, you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
John was great to work with. I would hope somewhere down the road we could work together again.
We can lend John a hand. No problem. Do it anytime.
I'm just happy to get this portion of the job done.
We're going home.
They've done a good job up there. Yeah, it's formed another day.
Next time
Holy.
on Highway Thru Hell, a holiday smash-up.
Dear Santa.
has merged,
I don't like what you got me this year.
testing his limits. Big Timber
Coming off the trees.
pushes the Columbia team
Keep pulling.
to go the distance.
Be careful.
Good night. Good night.
And an explosive mission is a race against the clock for highway crews.